Well, welcome back to the Timeline Ranch. It's a beautiful morning. Let's walk around and talk about projects I'd like to get done on this trip. I always set high goals for myself, usually about 3 weeks worth of work I try to get done in a week. We'll see what I do this trip. Yeah, it's a beautiful morning. Got a white-winged dove over there on that T-post. Lots of birds active this morning. A lot of those house finches still around. I see them over there on that fencing. Probably dropping some fertilizer for the palm tree. I saw a toe biter stick its vent tube up, take a breath of air. Let's go over to the trailer real quick. So this is what's still left in the trailer after taking the excavator out. Let's take a look at what's in here. So I bought a heavy-duty grinder pump that I plan on transferring water from one section of the pond to another later. These are the discharge hoses for it. It's a 2-inch, pretty good size discharge hose. It'll move 4,200 gallons per hour at 5-foot head height, slightly under 2 meters. So this was my pipe I used to make the hubs on the 6-inch PVC. I brought it along with this piece. That was another part of my setup to make the hubs, because I may need to make some hubs on some pieces. I plan on installing this siphon line up here. We'll talk about that here in a minute. So this is what's left of my rim that came off on the axle bearings that locked up on the trailer when I was doing 65. This wheel passed me up, probably doing 100 miles an hour. I was doing 65 miles an hour. Ended up having to limp a little longer, about 40 miles, doing 30 miles an hour with 3 tires on the trailer with the weight of the excavator on there, to make it to a point that I can get some parts to fix it. I've got a pecan tree, this little volunteer that grew in this pot. I'm going to plant it in that area along with this mulberry. And I've got some bur oaks back here as well. In that north section where I planted the 2 Phoenix dactylifera date palms, if you caught the video on the last trip. This is a white willow here. Salix alba. I'll be planting this one on the side of the pond next to the little thicket of baccharis that I trimmed on the last trip that I took about 1/3 out. And the sugar cane I plan on planting along there as well. I've got some fittings here for doing that 6-inch siphon line. These are schedule 8045s. We've got 30 gallons of diesel there, 30 gallons of water. Some more diesel here, 5-gallon jugs. And just toolboxes and tools, that kind of stuff. And I brought back the other hydraulic pump for the dump trailer. That was good. Let's go right over here on the road. So this is the pad for the hydroelectric building. It's going to be about a 14-foot diameter dome here with a small attached dome for electrical pulls coming from vertical axis wind turbines and controls up to the pump building, different things like that. It'll also house the panel that's going to feed the circuits for this building. So this strip, I'd like to get in that 6-inch PVC line for the siphon that's going to come. So what it is, if you didn't catch the videos in the past, I'm going to dig a pond up here. It's about 100 feet higher, and it will have a 6-inch line that runs up to a peak point in that tank building that'll be on the top. That's going to house two 600-gallon water tanks, one with pond water for irrigating and one with well water. At that point, it'll run back down this road, come down this bank here into this building, and run three 3,000 watt hydroelectric generators that I can stage up and down depending on the amount of power we need out of it. So during the day when I have excess solar power, I'm going to pump water from this lower pond to the upper pond. Basically a big battery bank. So this trip I'd like to get this line in, and the reason is out here the sun's very harsh on PVC. It starts to break it down. So I'd like to get it in the ground where I don't have to worry about it. This is gonna 45 down this bank, and then another 45 will straighten it out, and I'm just gonna stub it into where will be the footprint of the building and stop it right there and cover it up with something to keep it from having direct exposure to the sun. I need to get this in before I build the building, because I'm going to need to get the excavator over here. The excavator can't reach that far down. So I'm going to dig from the bottom and from the top. So anyway, it's going to stub out level, come up here on a 45 again to straighten it out. And it's going to run all the way up this road to about that peak right there you see. Let's go over there real quick. So I've got 220 feet that I was able to bring out on the last trip that I had room for. And it should make it up to about right in here. Later on when I get the rest of the pipe out, this road's going to keep going up here to that tank building that'll be over here, so that pipe will keep going up. Yeah, it's a really nice day. Let's go right over here to the pond, talk about what I'd like to dig on it, the strip. So since we haven't had any rain to cause water to run into the pond, it's going to allow me to easily dig this section that's divided by this natural soil here that I haven't removed from this side. I was able to get this down 12 feet. This was an exploratory hole that I did a while back with the frost ripper. I did not use the jackhammer over here. I started getting to some material that was too hard to get out with the frost ripper. So I plan on digging this down to 25 feet this trip if I can. I'll probably take this back just a little bit more, maybe 3 feet, a meter or so. You can see that's all stone right there, all the layers of stone. And I'll make a little flat area down here, at least 20 feet or so, and I'll make a gradual ramp up out of here to pull these spools up and out. Let's go over there real quick. So we're standing right over there a minute ago. I'm going to make it about a 20-foot flat area like I said a minute ago, and then a gradual ramp up to this point. I was taking the spoils out from right here, but I'm going to make a new access point right in here, and get this nice and level, bring that truck in and get these spoils out of here. I'll separate the rock from the other riffraff The riffraff will be used for road building material up on top there. So as far as equipment work, that's what I'd like to get done this trip. Get that 6-inch siphon line in and see how deep I can get on this little section of the pond. So as far as on the building, I would like to put a couple days into working on the new electrical system that I brought out on the last trip that I didn't have time to work on. I'd like to put at least 2 days on it, get it where it's at least functioning. It's quite a bit larger than the system we're running on now. Right now we've just got one 400 watt PMG wind turbine over here and 1800 watt solar panels, and it's configured in a 12 volt system with about a 300 amp hour capacity battery bank, 12 volt. The new one's going to be 800 amp hours at 48 volt, 6 kilowatt solar array, and I've got 2 charge controllers that'll be controlling that, and then 2 48 volt inverters that will run at on a split phase configuration, so I can have 220, a true 220 to run electrical, larger electrical appliances and different things, pumps and certain things require that voltage. Well, that's all the projects I'd like to work on this trip. It's probably 3 weeks worth of projects I'd like to do in a week. We'll see how much of it I get done. Definitely like to put 2 days in on the electrical system, so it's at least getting some power coming into the batteries. And I would like to see a section of the pond down to 25 feet this trip. Just it'll be a small section, but it's still a step in the right direction. We'll see how it goes. Well, if you like what I'm doing out here and you want to help speed this project up, there's a few ways to do that in the description. Buy Me Coffee is one. There's also Amazon. All of it goes towards helping me get financially in a position to get out here full time and make this project go a lot faster. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.